Hello, lovelies. Come on in. Come on in. We are journeying through God's Word. And we are going to get back to Genesis because we're almost done Genesis. And we're going to move into Exodus. I'm so excited for those lessons. But I am moving, I am ahead of you guys because I am studying out so I can teach it to you. And I'm in Leviticus right now. And I am so excited because I am really loving this book. And I know that just seems so... How could you love Leviticus? But I'm so excited to teach this book to you. It's coming, down the road, but I'm in study mode. So I wanted to just share something really exciting with you because this is the stuff that really convinced me that Jesus was real, that Jesus' death on the cross truly meant that I could enter into the presence of the Lord. It truly solidified for me that the Bible is real and we can count on it. And those are the things that get me so excited are when we can connect the Old Testament to the New Testament. Because when we read Leviticus, we struggle with this. How does this pertain to me? How is this even affecting my life today? And so when I can make the connection between the Old Testament and the New, that makes me excited. So forgive my geekiness here and just geeking out on you. I want to share this with you. The Israelites had many sacrifices for when they made a mistake or when they sinned, when they wanted to worship to God or just give him something. There were all these prescriptions. But once a year, they had to do what was called the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur. Now, this was God ordained this because he needed to cover anything that they hadn't already covered, right? Any sin that they didn't realize they committed or didn't want to bring before the priest. Now, the reason for this, we have to understand that this isn't about a do and don't and you're so bad. It's because a holy God came to live with them. The holy God came to live in their camp. And so the holy God had to deal with sin. It just wasn't possible for a holy God to live with them and not deal with sin. And that's why we have all the sacrifices. But the Day of Atonement was meant to cover anything that they had missed. And it was to cover their sins for the year. Now, what happened on the Day of Atonement was that the high priest would come in and he needed to petition God for the sins of the people, but first he had to deal with his own sin. And so the largest sacrifice of the day was a bull. The largest sacrifice was for the priest alone. It was the sacrifice for him. And even with this large sacrifice, the blood that covered his sin, he could enter into the Holy Holies, but he could still only see the glory of God. He did not get to see God himself. He saw the glory of God. So even with this huge sacrifice, he could still only see the glory of God. And yet, what happens if we fast forward all the way? We've got Jesus, the greatest sacrifice of all, the biggest sacrifice of all, who tears the veil in the Holy of Holies so that we can enter and not just see the glory of God, but see God face to face. I just love this connection here, that the Old Testament was foreshadowing to Christ, that the high priest needed the blood of the biggest sacrifice just to enter into the Holy of Holies. And we've got Jesus doing that for us. If this was, interesting to you at all, keep watching my channel. I've got lots of stuff on the Bible. You can go back to the Genesis from the beginning and really study through the book of Genesis. We've got the Waging War course. I've got so much here for you. If you want to go deeper, if you want to know your word, if you want to be able to defend your word, you want to be able to teach this to your kids, this is a great place to be. So pop in. Any comments, questions, let me know. Have a great day.